I'm in a conversation with my friend and I'm talking about how awesome Ethereum 2.0 is going to be. I talk about, hey, we're moving from proof of work to proof of stake. It's going to be faster. It's going to be more secure. It's going to change your life. And my friend looks at me with a blank face. He's like, how is Ethereum 2.0 going to change my life? Well, I'm going to give you the same answer I gave him in today's video. I'm going to show you how Ethereum 2.0 is going to change your life. All right, let's start with the basics. You, of course, know that Ethereum is the backbone for this new craze, NFTs, virtual land. It's a cryptocurrency that's been around since about 2011. And in June of 2022, Ethereum Classic is changing to Ethereum 2.0. All right, so what does that mean? Basically, you don't have to worry. Behind the scenes, the people that run Ethereum are changing the coding from Ethereum Classic to this Ethereum 2.0. If you are an existing holder of Ethereum, don't worry. You don't have to do anything. Your Ethereum Classic will become Ethereum 2.0. Now let's talk about the features of Ethereum 2.0. First of all, it's going to be environmentally safe. You know, one of the big concerns that comes up in comments, and my friends say, listen, you know, it's cool you're into crypto and the metaverse, but it really damages the environment. And I have a lot to say when they tell me that, because I know that it mostly doesn't. However, with Ethereum 2.0, you're not going to believe this, but it's actually going to reduce the energy consumption for validating transactions by 99.95%. So in the future, when I'm going to get arguments about, hey, you know, crypto's bad for the environment, I'm going to say, listen, that's changed as of 2022. It is now not environmentally dangerous. Ethereum 2.0 transactions are going to be much faster. Let me give you some context. If you're going to do a typical online transaction, maybe use Visa or MasterCard, those companies can process transactions about 1,700 times a second. Guess what? With Ethereum 2.0, it's going to be able to process transactions 100,000 times a second. What does that mean? That's going to be increased use of Ethereum because it's going to be much faster. And that whole kind of problem with Ethereum now, you know, when you do an Ethereum transaction, there's always kind of this delay that takes place. And if you're doing large transactions, let's say you're transferring one Ethereum to a wallet or something, it gets kind of worrisome. Sometimes you transfer that money and it takes, you know, 10, 15 minutes for it to appear from the exchange to your wallet. No more. With Ethereum 2.0, you're going to be doing 100,000 transactions a second, much faster than Ethereum Classic. There's going to be cheaper transactions on Ethereum 2.0. Right now, one of the big problems with Ethereum is that the gas fees, the GUE, is so high. I want to support my friends who are NFT artists, and sometimes their NFTs aren't that expensive. They're like 20 bucks or whatever, and I want to buy them. Well, these days, I usually have to delay it because at the time that I want to buy it, the gas fees are so high, sometimes $130 per transaction, that it doesn't make sense for me to spend 20 bucks on an NFT and pay 130 GUE for that transaction. So what's great about Ethereum 2.0 is that gas fee is mostly going away. The transaction fees are going to be much reduced. So it's going to make you much more apt to spend money to support your friends, to buy NFTs, to buy music, to buy tickets online with Ethereum 2.0. Everyone already knows right now that cryptocurrency is pretty secure. That is, if you don't reveal your seed phrase, your recovery phrase to people, they're pretty secure. The blockchain was developed because it's virtually unhackable. But with Ethereum 2.0, it's going to get even more secure, and it's going to make people much more happy to do transactions with Ethereum as opposed to dollars and cents. The other thing that's great about Ethereum 2.0, and this is something I just recently learned, is there's going to be a reduced supply going forward of Ethereum. Right now, evidently, Ethereum is producing 4.7 million more Ethereum each year. Guess what? With Ethereum 2.0, that's going to be reduced. It's going to go down to like 500 to 2 million Ethereum per year. Great. That means that there's going to be less Ethereum out there. probably the price is going to go up. So the Ethereum you have now or that you get later is probably going to increase in value. All right, now we talked about the advantages of Ethereum 2.0, but the next question for you is, what are the real life benefits to you? I mean, it's great that it's more secure and it's going to be used more, the supply is going to go down, but what does that mean to you? Let's go through it. All right, first thing, more secure online transactions. Because of the blockchain, because of the unhackable nature of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies, so long as you're following the rules, it's probably going to be the chosen way to do online purchases in 2022 and beyond. You know, these days, if you're doing a credit card transaction or even PayPal, a lot of your private information is being transferred with that transaction. Got to remember, with Ethereum 2.0, it's just an address. You don't even know who's doing the transaction. It's virtually anonymous. So I think people, when the transactions are faster, when they're more secure, people are going to more often use Ethereum 2.0 to do their online transactions. Ethereum 2.0 transactions are going to be much cheaper. We talked about why, but if they're much cheaper, there are going to be more of them. Right now, even if you're doing a transaction with a credit card, you're paying some sort of credit card fee. If you don't pay on time, you got to pay late fees. With Ethereum 2.0, that gas fee is going to be reduced. There is not going to be the middleman to charge the typical fees that you have on an online purchase. And so that means that products are probably going to be cheaper in the future because there are going to be less fees that come with that transaction. Another real life benefit of Ethereum 2.0 is that you're going to be converted, if you'd like, to be a lender. You know, right now in our typical society, there are lenders out there. There are banks or companies that make loans to people. And, you know, typical average Joes like you and me don't lend our money out. But in this new world of Ethereum 2.0, we're going to be able to, let's say we're holding on to 2 Ethereum. Instead of letting it sit there in a wallet, we're going to be able to contribute that to a pool, and we're going to be able to earn rewards. We're going to earn interest on the money that we put in the loan pool. We're going to be able to be empowered to be lenders. And the next one is probably my favorite real life benefit of Ethereum 2.0, and that is you are going to have the ability to make large purchases with less fees. We already talked about the fact that the middleman fees are out of there. GUI is reduced substantially with Ethereum 2.0, but a lot of other conventional large purchases come with more fees. Think about the typical home transaction. I don't know if you've ever bought a home, but especially in America, if you buy a home, you got to use escrow, and there are escrow fees there. There are taxes to the county. There are other fees for contractors and all these different things that come with a typical home transaction. Well, when we move to the Ethereum 2.0 model, yes, there'll be some of those fees, but a lot of them will be reduced because it'll be a direct transaction between the buyer, maybe you, and the seller of the home. Once the contract requirements are fulfilled, and maybe it's a smart contract, then the money is automatically transferred from the buyer's wallet to the seller's wallet. There is not a need to have an exorbitant $10,000, $20,000 in fees for the typical purchase of a house. The same will be true with buying a car, maybe leasing a car. Payments will automatically come out of your wallet. There won't be the whole financing fees that are involved in conventional leases or purchases of cars. And this one is great too. When you buy insurance in the future using Ethereum 2.0, you're going to have automatic payments. You know, one of the biggest problems with insurance, I was a lawyer for insurance companies for a long time, is the payout. Sometimes they take 90 days, 120 days. I've heard of insurance policy payouts that take over a year. Not in the future, because a lot of these insurance contracts are going to be programmed with the blockchain. And so if there is the requisite evidence of the loss, let's say your car catches fire and you have to show a picture and you have to prove that you own that car, once that's done, AI is going to automatically transfer payment on the claim from the insurance company to your wallet. So it's going to make insurance transactions much better because there's not the delays. It's actually going to make insurance cheaper for you and I. So I am looking forward to this 2022 and beyond, where Ethereum 2.0 is going to be used as the basis for our insurance contracts. And yes, when you are building your online business next year, you're going to think about creating a decentralized app, maybe on the Ethereum 2.0 blockchain. You know, right now when you want to create an online business, let's say you want to sell rubber duckies online, you're definitely going to create a website so that you can sell direct to consumer. The consumer can see your website and do a transaction and get a rubber ducky. Well, in the near future, you may not do that. You may skip the whole website altogether and create a decentralized app that resides on the blockchain and accepts Ethereum 2.0 as payment. The reason you might do this is that it may be cheaper than having a website and maintaining it. It also allows greater freedom. We're talking about rubber duckies, but maybe you want to sell things that someone else doesn't like and may ban you from. In the decentralized world, you can do whatever you want. Additionally, the eyeballs are going to be on the blockchains on the future, not necessarily in Web 2.0 websites. So you may be able to do better business by creating a D-app to sell your products or services using Ethereum 2.0. And the best thing about Ethereum 2.0 is it's going to allow us to buy more NFTs. If you want to learn more about opportunities in the NFT space, then join my email list. You'll find a link in the description section below. Click on that, sign up for my email list, and I'm going to give you a weekly email which will talk about just the things you need to know that could be opportunities for virtual land, digital art, or music NFTs. And also, if you want to learn more about how to make NFTs, how to store them, and the legal issues that surround NFTs, watch the videos on the next page.